argument is good. If you're afraid of argument, if you're afraid of conflict, stay home and watch TV. If you want to get out in the world and do something, you've got to be ready for conflict. Conflict is what life is all about. Ask any writer or any director. That's the only thing that makes good movies, television, books, anything. That's what it's all about. You have to relish it. You have to enjoy it. You can't let it put you down and take your energy away from you. I never ran off and did a crazy magazine without arguing it through with Norman until we both liked what we had. And he was the same way. He'd come after weekends, I got a great idea, I got a great idea. And I said, now wait a minute, what about this and what about that? And we would argue and debate on it until we got stuff that we both liked. Our differences were our strength.
There's no Ain't It Cool news, there was no Dark Horizons. You had to wait until Starlog and Fangoria showed up in order to find out you were not alone on the planet. There were other people out there who loved making movies and television and just being storytellers. And you know, having grown up the son of a cop in New Jersey, and my mom worked at night at a trucking company, Los Angeles and Hollywood was like Oz. You know, it was this place that was very, very far away, but it was a place that was kind of magical and where your dreams could become real. And you know, when I first moved out here, I didn't know anybody. You know, it was, and I didn't want to start out making low-budget films. I wanted to jump in and make, you know, X-Men and Battlestar Galactica and Transformers, which was a big mistake. And I think, you know, the most important thing is to always remember that there's so many people who started out where you're at right now, not knowing anyone, not knowing if you do it or not, and they've been able to make their dream reality. You know, I just got back from China a week ago, and you know, there was a moment when I was sitting in the Shaolin Temple and just looking around and wondering how this kid from New Jersey ended up halfway across the planet. But I think everyone who does make that leap, they don't want to live an invisible life. You know, you don't want to live that life of quiet desperation. And the most important thing for me was really getting over the fear of failing. You know, because I think the first year I was in Los Angeles, I was so afraid of failing that I didn't really try. Because in the back of my head, I was like, well, if I don't give 100%, then it's still possible. And that was definitely a way to have sort of creative death. You know, in order to be in the arena, you have to put yourself out there. And you need to give 100% and not be afraid of failing. You know, the only thing worse than failing is not trying. When you fail, you're learning from it. And if you don't learn from it, the universe or God or whatever you believe in will smack you around again until you learn that lesson. But you know, the amazing thing that I've been really blessed with is, you know, these were things I wanted to do since I was a kid. You know, I have 30,000 comic books. I was the kid rushing home from football practice to play Dungeons and Dragons. And Dungeons and Dragons has served me much more than ever being middle linebacker for the Steelers. So you can do it, you know. But you've got to go. You've got to go for it, and you got to give 100%. And it's not about, you know, going halfway. If you're going to go halfway, then you don't come out. Because when you're looking back on your life and you're 80, I think you can live with having failed, but what will haunt you is if you never really try. So if you have a love and a passion for this business and you want to be a storyteller, and there's something that is going to die in you if you don't do it, you know, that's your soul guiding you. And you gotta go for it.